Hi guys, Look here and welcome to another video on the channel, and today guys we're going to be opening the base or mid icon pack. This pack contains one base or mid icon. I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous actually for this pack as well. It's the first guaranteed icon pack I've done on the channel this year. Hopefully we can get something good, but to kind of mix up a little bit, I'm not actually going to watch the player walk out, and neither are you guys. What we're going to do is when we open this pack is I'm just going to maximize like my webcam, so all you'll see is me. I'll turn the volume up on the TV so I know that when the pack is opened, and then I know then when I've stored the player into the club. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do an icon search roulette game, so where we go through all the different icon nations which I've noted down, starting with some of the worst icon nations and going up to some of the best ones. And who knows, this video might be pretty short, it might be pretty long, but hopefully we'll end up getting ourselves a very nice icon. So what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to maximize my webcam so you can see my amazing face, and then we're going to open up the pack now. Let me just turn on the volume just so I know when the pack's open. Okay, so now I'm not looking what is coming from the pack. Who are we going to get in this pack? Who are we going to get in this pack? I know, of course, that it's going to be a walkout no matter what. I just want to make sure that I don't see the nation. And I know that it's not going to be a duplicate player of it because I don't actually have any icons in the club. So it's opening right now because I can hear it. I could have maybe done this a better way. But my webcam's probably, not my webcam, my mic's probably already picking this up. Right, so skip. And then I need to press RT, and then the player is stored in the club. Okay. Done. Is that done? That's done. Okay, we've done it properly. Okay, fantastic. So that's the first part. I've never done one of these icon search games, so I'm hoping that it actually works properly. So then what we want to do is I want to obviously get the game back on now. There we go. So no, these, just imagine if I quick sold them. We'd never know who it was because I've maximized my webcam. If we've quick sold him, then that would just be awful. So I'm really hoping that I actually haven't done that. But what we want to do is we're going to transfers, transfer market. Or transfer market, we want to go to the transfer list and then search through there. So add players to transfer list. Okay, so we want to go by nation. So the first, I've listed down some of the worst nations first, and the first one I've listed down is Japan. Because in Japan, all you can get is Hidetoshi Nakata. So, of course, if it's either going to be his base icon or mid icon, it's either going to be 85 or 86 rates. I can lower down as well this volume now, because I'm probably going to get copyrighted otherwise. Okay, so Japan. We don't want Japan. We do not want Japan. Please no Japan. Please no Japan. Whew, you know what? That silver got me there for a second. It got me there for a second, but we're not getting a Hidetoshi Nakata. So the next one's Finland. This would be Jari Litmanen. I don't want a Jari Litmanen. I don't. If I'm totally honest with you, I'd like to pass on a Jari Litmanen. Yes. Okay. So we haven't got a Litmanen. Perfect. The next one's Wales, who could contain an Ian Rush, but not really that usable, unfortunately, this year, Ian Rush. And I don't want a Ryan Giggs at all. So that is the last thing we would want. So Wales, please no Welsh. I'm trying to think if I've got any Welsh players even in the club. Yes, yes. I would have cried if that would have been Giggs. If it would have been rushed, it would have been kind of cool to have a Liverpool legend, but realistically, not the most meta player in this game. Next, we're going to be Denmark. Now, we could get two variations of Denmark players. We'd either get Schmeichel, who I would not want, or Laudrup. Come on, no one from Denmark. Again, those silver cards got me. Thank God for that. Okay, so no one from Japan, no one from Finland, no one from Wales, and no one from Denmark. The next one's going to be Russia. Now, you can get Yashin, who would be the best icon goalkeeper to get out of all of them, but I still don't really want this one. So, hopefully, this could be a long video. Could be. Or I could stop right here, right now, with Lev Yashin. We'll have to wait and see. Russia. Whew, thank you. Thank you. Next one's Romania. Now, this one could be Hadji. Could only be Hadji. There wouldn't be any other Romanian icon. I don't really want this one, but we'll wait and see. Romania. Okay, no Romanian. The next one's Serbia. Don't want Serbia because Serbia would be Vidic. I don't want a Vidic in my club. I don't want a Vidic in my club. If I'm totally honest with you, please, please, no Serbia. Come on. Yes. Mitrovic. That's fine. That is fine. The next one is Sweden. I think the only Swedish icon is Henrik Larsson. So Sweden. This is exciting. I should do more of these. If you give us like a guaranteed prime icon pack in like a few weeks or whatever, I should do. Look at that. Sri Lanka's flag is so cool. Sweden. Okay, so yeah, it only would be Henrik Larsson. We haven't got him. I've got so many informs from obscure nations. The next one's going to be Ukraine, who wouldn't be the worst one because that would be Shevchenko, who's kind of usable in this game. So Ukraine. And then after that, in terms of like some of the nations that we've got to go through Ukraine, Mexico, Czech Republic, Republic of Ireland, Croatia, Nigeria, and then we get to some of the more exciting obscure nations, if we can get to them. Ukraine. No Shevchenko. The next one's going to be Mexico, who would either be Luis Hernandez or Hugo Sanchez. I don't think there's any other Mexican icons in those. I think it's pretty much just those two. This wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. Oh my god, I thought we got Luis Hernandez. It's his loan cards. We got away with one there. I'm not gonna lie. To be fair, Luis Hernandez is amazing in this game, but I want to, you know, I don't really want him in this pack. As cool as he is, I honestly thought we got Luis Hernandez then, but it won't be him, and I'm kind of happy that it isn't, because there's just so many other icons that I'd want over him with the fact that we've already got like Mbappe as a striker. But the next one going to be Czech Republic. Now, if we can get a Nedved in this pack, that would be cool. His mid card, not his baby, his mid ideally. There could also be a Petr Cech in this one potentially. So, Czech Republic is at the bottom. Is it going to be a Czech Republic icon? It is not. So the next one's going to be Republic of Ireland, which would contain Roy Keane. I would be happy if I got a Roy Keane in this pack. Ideally, his 88 card, but even if I get his 86, that might not be the worst. So Republic of Ireland, I could settle with a Roy Keane. We're not going to get him, though. We're not going to get him. So the next one's going to be Croatia, which would contain a Davor Suker, who wouldn't be bad, I suppose, a Davor Suker. I think that's the only Croatian icon. I can't think of any other ones that are in the game. So is it Suker? It is not. So the final sort of not-so-good obscure nation would be Nigeria. That would contain a JJ Okocha, who, if it was the Prime Icon pack, I'd be happy with because his Prime Icon's positioned as a cam. But his base and mid are as a right midfielder that I don't really want. So is it going to be a JJ Okocha? It's not. Okay. So the next one is going to be... Okay, so basically what we've got left now from having looked at the icons before, we've got obscure nations to go through, then we've got the major nations. Now, all of these obscure nations coming up, I would be extremely happy if an icon was in one of these. And then after that, we'll go in towards the major nations. And hopefully I haven't missed out any of the obscure nations. I don't think I have. But then, obviously, if we don't get any of the icons in these obscure nations, we'll then go into the major nations. And the major nations could have something cool, like in England, you could get like a Gerrard or something like that. But you could easily get someone like a Paul Scholes, who would still be bad. But we'll leave the major nations to last. So, obscure nation, Ivory Coast would contain a Didier Drogba. That would be fantastic. Okay, so are we going to get a Drogba in this one? No. Okay, so we can cross that one off the list. And the next one would be Scotland, which would contain Dalglish, which again would be fantastic. This video is already 8 minutes long, so it could be a pretty long video. So Scotland. Okay. Come on, please give us a Kenny Dalglish. That would be fantastic, please. Oh, McTominay, you bastard. Okay, Northern Ireland, George Best. This would be a fantastic pull, a George Best. Come on. So Northern Ireland, come on, any version, his base or his mid. No, Johnny Evans comes up. Unfortunately. Next one's going to be Bulgaria. And I believe the only Bulgarian icon is Stoichkov, who would be good. So his base card is as a striker, and his mid is as a left winger. Either one I'd be happy with. Are we going to get a Stoichkov? We're not. Okay. So the next one is Hungary, which would contain Puskas. Okay, Hungary, come on. There we go. This is such an exciting video. I'm really enjoying this, actually. But we're not going to get a good icon there in Puskas. Next, we're going to be Cameroon. Now, I know someone who packed, actually, yesterday a Samuel Eto'o mid-tier cards, which was insane. And I'd kind of like to get him as well. Come on. No. Oh, my God. So the next one's going to be Ghana. And then I think after that, and Ghana would contain Essien. And after that, we're going into the main nations. So we can get like an Essien from this pack. That would be fantastic. But somehow, I don't think we will. So where's Ghana? There it is. Come on. Essien. No. Okay, so we're down to the major nations now, which could be good or could be horrific. So in terms of the major nations, we'll go to the top 9. And I'm hoping that I just haven't missed out any other icon nation. I don't think I have. So realistically, what ones do we want to use first? I'm thinking maybe England. I think the ones that I should save to last. Brazil, the Dutch. I think I kind of want to get England out the way. Obviously, we get like a Gerrard, that'd be fantastic. But we could get like a Scholes or an Owen or something like that, which wouldn't be too good. So we'll do England first. Come on. Nothing in this one. Oh, okay. I thought we had a John Barnes. Then I didn't want that. That's his prime icon card that I reviewed today. So it's no one from England. We're not getting ourselves an English icon, which isn't. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. Certainly not. So the next one we'll do Germany, Italy, Portugal would be good if we get UC, but then we could get like a Deco, which obviously would be horrific. We'll do Spain. So Spain could have Herrero, Raul, players like that. Butragueño, that's a massive win. We'll take that. That is a fantastic pull. How much does Butragueño go for? That is a good pull. Although he's only 87 rated, that is his baby cards. Now, of course, the pack that I was able to do was free. It didn't cost me. I just had stuff already in the club. I believe that the pack I was looking on Footbin before would cost around about 500,000 coins. Now, Emilio Butragueño goes for around about, maybe the same as the pack or maybe a little bit more there. Of course, there's his prime, there's his mid, and then there's his baby card. We'll have a look at his in-game stats in a second. I think I've got to be happy with that. He is worth more than the pack, so it's a win. It is a win, so we'll definitely take that. I thought at first when I saw this, I thought we could have had a Herrero, a Torres, to be honest. That Butragueño card is probably better than Torres in terms of how easy and like how good he's to use in game. The problem with Torres is like slightly just too clunky. So I'm much more happy to get myself a Butragueño in that pack. So we will take that. I didn't know at first because like so many different like the loan cards, like the loan Torres came up, the loan Herrera came up as well, but then we saw Butragueño. That is a really, really good pull in my opinion. 5-star weak foot's fantastic. 3-star skill moves is fine. For me anyway. His pace is fantastic. His shooting stats are very good. Aside from his shot power that I would like to be a bit better, and I'll certainly do that. I'll fix that quite nice with like I think a Deadeye Chemster would fix that. His passing for a striker is nice. His dribbling is really good. I would say on out of a 10, that is probably like a 7 out of 10 pack. Because he goes for more than the pack, doesn't he? Although it is only his baby cards, he's better than like half of the mid icons that you can get anyway, I would say. Finesse shot as well. I think that is a pretty cool pull for the most part. I don't know how I'm going to fit him into my main team. That's the thing. I'm going to have to change this up. We'll probably do it right now, actually. I mean, this is going to be a very long video. But if I was to change this up, what would I kind of go with? Because I kind of want to keep... I mean, I might sell Salah potentially, or I might sell... I need to go with a 2-man striker formation. I don't know if I want to go to the 4-2... I could go to the 4-2-4 formation. Here. And I could do something like this and then put Butragueño at top. Get rid of Alan, who I didn't really want in the first place. And something like that I think could work actually pretty well. So I think I'll do something that team actually works really, really good. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this video. And I'll see you guys later.